Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Alex P. Berg, and this is my brand new channel, APP Plays. Now, as you might have guessed from the title, this is a gaming channel. But what sorts of content can you expect to find here? Mostly, I'm going to be making 3 different kinds of videos. Number 1, I'm going to be playing games that you know and love. Big, popular games that you've already watched, that you already enjoy. But I'm not going to be playing the games in the traditional way. I'm not going to be playing them competitively. I'm not really even going to be going for normal objectives. I'm basically going to be trying to test the limits of the game. So I'm going to be going in there, doing things the developers maybe didn't expect people to do, trolling people, pulling off memes, generally pushing the boundaries and seeing what we can do to have fun. Number 2, I'm going to be playing games that are pretty much the polar opposite of the games in that first category. Games that are off the beaten path, games that maybe are a little weird or a lot weird, games that are extremely difficult, games that are perhaps pretty bad, but we're gonna have fun anyway, sometimes at the expense of the game, and sometimes at my expense. And then number 3, we're gonna be playing games that fall somewhere in the middle. Games that I really love, games from the past that I think have fallen by the wayside, stuff that I just really love and want to share with you guys so that you can have a fun time with them too. Now, some of the videos on this channel are going to be longer, but most of them are going to be pretty short, 10, 15 minutes, something that you can watch quickly, easily digest, and get back to your day. But enough about the channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the very first game we're going to do on APP Plays. You ready? Consider this. You are a goat. What? We're going to play Goat Simulator. Let's do it. Alright, everybody. So we're here in Goat Simulator. For those of you who don't know, this game is like 5 or 6 years old, and it billed itself as the best goat simulator on the market. And you know what? It's pretty accurate about that. So here you are. You are a typical goat. Well, maybe not totally typical. You have a little bit of a tongue problem, you know? And you got an attitude problem too, but we'll get to that later. So, you know, as a simulator, it really is pretty accurate. I mean, you can move like a goat, you can jump like a goat, you can lick things like a goat, and you can headbutt. Yeah, pretty accurate. And last but not least, you can even baa like a goat. Oh, jeez. I don't think me baaing caused that guy to go down. He is just having some of his own problems. Let's not worry about him. So, you know, you've got the goat actions. They're pretty accurate. You know, but the thing that this game does the best is that the human reactions to a goat are really spot on. So let's take this crowd of protesters over here. You know, they're doing their thing. Apparently they're not into pointy food. There appears to be a pickle or an eggplant on that. Anyway, the point is, they're not that concerned about a goat.
It's not a goat.
See, look, they've noticed the goat, but they're not that concerned. Just like you would be in real life. You'd be like, oh, hey, look, a goat. Until the goat starts attacking you. See? And then panic ensues. Because a goat by itself, not scary, not alarming. Kind of cool. Goat that's attacking you, definitely something to panic about. Alright, so you guys looked at the video's title. You know what we're here to try out. We want to see what happens, and of course in a completely accurate real-life simulation here, of what would happen if a goat met a semi-truck. Now, we've got one that comes along this road every now and then. Some other cars head along here too. So we're going to do a few scientifically accurate tests to see who would win between a goat and a semi-truck. Let's check it out. All right, we've got a truck coming here. We're going to get a running start. Thankfully, Goat Simulator has a slow-mo. We're going to see what happens. Are we ready? Here we go! Oh no. Oh God. Oh. All right, that didn't go that well. Let's see if maybe we can just have a little bit of a better outcome for our goat this time. Well, we made it farther. That's a better outcome. I think we need at least one more try for science. Or maybe a few more tries. All right, I think so. We've conclusively shown now that the goat is not going to win these encounters, contrary to my hopes and dreams. But now we want to see just how far the goat can go. I mean, if you know a little bit about physics, you'll know that kinetic energy is related to mass, but it's also related to square of velocity. And even though that's a pretty big truck, the problem is it's just not going very fast. So we need to find a little bit of a faster vehicle. We're going to get hit by a car. Well, we got some great tongue action, but we didn't get a lot of air. I think we might need to get airborne ourselves. That's what science is all about, people. Try number 2. Whoa! And we landed on our feet. That wasn't me. Somebody else's fault. I'm not here for collateral damage. I'm just here for the science. Well, I think we've proven that goat versus car is better at landing on his feet, but this one's going to need a few more tries. All right, so since we're on the topic of, what happens when goats get hit by high-speed objects, I think there's another area of Goat Simulator that we can use to test our physics hypotheses here, and it doesn't involve moving vehicles, at least not ones that have wheels. So if we go over to a different part of the island here, we can actually find an amusement park, which looks pretty fun. And in the amusement park, we have several rides. We have a Ferris wheel over there, which is too slow for our tastes. There's a little tilt-a-whirl, which, trust me, I've tried it. It's not as fun as it looks. But then, there is the roller coaster. So I think we need to try to find out what happens when a goat rides a roller coaster. All right, now from previous experience, I know that riding this roller coaster is not as simple as it looks. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop in, and we're going to flip the roller coaster, which sounds a little odd, but believe me, it's the way that works the best to get the best goat roller coaster experience. So here we go. Let's give it a good lick, and here we go. My goodness. Oh, the goat. Oh, the goat. Oh, we bounce.
Never argue with a goat.
Well, that turned out pretty well, but I think it could be even better if we added a little bit more speed. Now, thankfully, if we go over here, there's a place to put some batteries in. And if we get some batteries to spice things up a bit, I think we could have an even better time on the coaster. So let's get some batteries. Alright, we're back. We've got the last of the car batteries here. We're about to juice up this amusement park. There we go. Power up. Now, if you notice, you can see over there the Ferris wheel is going a little bit faster than it used to be, and the tilt-a-whirl is maybe a little less safe than the regulators would want. And then, of course, we have the roller coaster, which we've seen zoom across the screen in a blur. So we're going to try it out. See if the high-speed roller coaster is a better time than the other ones. All right. Okay, well, it comes in high. We're gonna get out quick, and let's lick it. See what happens. That was extremely disappointing. But it's already back. Let's try again. All right, get in the seat. Here we go! Well, there you go. A roller coaster powered by 6 oversized car batteries is a lot more fun than one without. Alright, so I think we've learned just about all we can about what this simulator can teach us of goats in high-speed collisions or attached to high-speed moving objects. But there's one scenario that we haven't fully explored, and it's not one that has to do with kinetic energy, or the energy of motion. It's the scenario where a goat encounters chemical energy. Now, what do I mean by goat meets chemical energy? Well, there's some sorts of rapid releases of chemical energy that can turn into kinetic energy. For example, take this car. It looks, relatively stable. But what you don't realize is that in the Goat Simulator universe, everything can explode at the drop of a hat. So that's right, ladies and gentlemen. Cars explode. In fact, anything that is explosive will explode if you headbutt it. So I thought, perhaps to finish out this video, we would do a little bit of a collaboration, or a montage, if you will, of all the different ways to explode a goat. I hope you enjoy. Alright folks, that's it for today's video. Hopefully I was able to answer all or some of your most burning high-speed goat-related questions. But if not, you can always jump into Goat Simulator and see what you can create. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to chuck a like on it. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Go out there, be a legend in whatever it is that you do. And I'll see all of you folks the next time.